Hello, and thanks for watching Proactive. I'm joined by Peter Jensen. He's the CEO of RocketFuel Payment Solutions. Peter, very good to speak with you today.
Thanks for having me.
So, Peter, we're discussing crypto payments in the high-risk space. How do you define high risk?
High risk is just generally defined by the credit card companies as certain verticals where they see higher declines, more chargebacks, and consequently, they charge a higher fee for these verticals. Some of these merchants can pay up to 8-10% to accept the credit card, which is not ideal for anyone because those costs are being passed on to the consumer.
Are these often cross-border transactions, Peter?
No, they don't have to be cross-border. It could just be within your country. It doesn't have to be cross-border.
And any specific industries that may be included in this basket of high-risk payments?
Yeah, there are many in general. It's gambling, gaming. Online gambling is growing very fast all over the world. It's already been established for a long time in Europe, but it's gaming. It is firearms, healthcare, adult, many different verticals.
So what are the restrictions that the traditional banking system would have on these payments? And here, I presume we're talking about banks and credit card companies.
Yeah, it's the biggest issue, I would say, is the cost and the high rate of chargebacks and the high rate of declines in some countries. There are other issues as well. In terms, some of these companies may have a harder time getting banking relationships in general, depending on which country they operate in, of course.
So, Peter, how has the crypto industry helped in this regard?
We help because we are providing a payment solution that is just the same as cash, pretty much. So there are no chargebacks, there are no declines. When a person wants to buy a product, they pay with their cryptocurrency, either they have the money in their wallet or not. We check that. And if they do, then we deposit the money into the merchant's bank account next day, and they will get the money guaranteed. So that's how it is really changing the industry. Is they don't have to pay the high fees, they don't have to worry about the chargebacks, and they don't have to worry about the declines.
So, I mean, would benefits be things like speed, ease of use, as you mentioned, lower transaction fees? Would they be amongst those benefits?
Yeah, I mean, the lower transaction fees, obviously, because if a merchant saves, let's say, 6 to 8 percentage points on every single transaction, they can choose to just keep all that money for themselves in profit, but more likely, because of competitive situations, they will pass a part of that on to their shoppers. And by the way, this is interesting. We're seeing some of these merchants really provide two prices. Like, you want to pay with a credit card, it's $100 or euros. If you want to pay with crypto, it's 95. Because if they save 10% or more on the transaction, they don't mind passing some of that. So now they're trying to incentivize their customers to pay with crypto.
So, I mean, how are you working with your clients in this space, Peter?
Yeah, we work with quite a few of them where they come to us and they're like, we have customers. They also have merchants. I'm sorry, they have shoppers who want to pay with crypto. So they come to us and say, we hate losing sales. We hate turning customers away. We don't want to do that. If a customer wants to buy for $100 or $1,000 or euros or pounds or whatever it is, we don't want to turn them away. And just because they want to pay with crypto doesn't matter. So we work with them like any other vertical to help them accept crypto payments and reap the benefits. Either it's increased revenue because they turn away less customers, and or it's reduced costs, either because the fees are lower or because they don't have the chargebacks and the declines.
I mean, do you see the crypto space increasingly encroaching on the turf of what previously was just the traditional banking space, Peter?
Yeah, oh yes. Why do you think there's a lot of politics going on in every single country about crypto? Without predicting too much, I think some of the very large established financial institutions around the world, they may see what is coming here, and they're trying to slow down this evolution so that they can catch up, which I would do too if I were them. I mean, I compare this situation to what we had with Lyft and Uber when they came out. You had an existing industry that was a little old-fashioned, a little bit more established in their processes, and then you have a new company or set of companies that are really using technology to make things more efficient, and that's what we're seeing here. And of course, the incumbents are trying to hold on to the control that they have over the market.
Peter, lots of food for thought there. Thank you very much for your insights today.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Peter Jensen, CEO of RocketFuel Payment Solutions.